Hello, my name is Shanika Mitchell, and in this video, I'll walk you through the process of installing Windows 2022 on a virtual machine using VirtualBox. Then we will perform some initial configurations and install Windows Directory Server. Then we will perform some initial tasks and set up Active Directory domain services. So let's get right into it.
So step 1 is downloading Windows Server 2022. So the first thing we will do is navigate to the official Microsoft Windows Server 2022 page. So that's the first link, and you select download here. And if it's your first time, then you will just have to fill out this form, and then you just go ahead and select download. Now just go ahead and choose ISO download and wait for the download to complete. I've already downloaded the ISO, so let's move forward. So we will open VirtualBox and then just go ahead and select new, enter a name. So in this case, I'll be using Windows Server 2022. Under ISO image, select the drop-down menu, choose Other, locate the ISO file and click Open. So now we just go ahead and select that, and then we will adjust some system resources. So for the CPU, I will increase it from 1 to 2 CPUs. Then I will go ahead and increase the memory. 4 gigabytes is best, but this is just where I have it for now. The disk size, I'm going to keep it at 50 gigabytes. You can adjust it as needed. And then select Finish. You can modify these settings later by going to the virtual machine settings. Now we are going to start the virtual machine, so you just allow it to boot from the ISO. Okay, so you go ahead and choose your language, your time and currency format, and your keyboard layout you have. Then you click next, and then you click install, and then we're going to select Windows Server 2022 Standard, the desktop experience. We're using the desktop experience version because it includes the GUI for easier management. So we go ahead and we click next. You read through and accept the license terms, and then you click next again. Then we're going to go ahead and choose custom installation, since this is a new installation. Select the available disk and click next, and we will just go ahead and wait for the installation to complete. So VirtualBox will now restart, and the first thing we're going to do is set an admin password. So don't forget to create a strong password. And then just click finish. So once you get to the login screen, just navigate to input, then you select keyboard, then you go ahead and press Ctrl Alt Delete, and then you would enter the password you just created. Just wait a bit. And here we go. So now the server manager opens automatically. Then we go ahead and we just click out of this and minimize the dashboard for now. Now we will navigate to the local server to set up our static IP.
So by default, when your server is set up, it gets an IP address assigned dynamically by the router through DHCP. So the problem with that is that the IP address can change every time the server restarts or after a certain period. Since Active Directory relies on a consistent network identity, having a change in IP address would cause problems because other devices wouldn't always know how to find this server. So by assigning a static IP, we ensure that the server always has the same address, making it easier to manage and allowing clients to consistently connect to it. So this is what I'll be using for my IP address, and this is common for home networks. So you can choose any unused IP in your network. This is what I'll use for my subnet NAS. My default gateway will be my router's IP and my preferred DNS. So let's get back into the video.
So next to Ethernet, you will see the IPv4 address. So you click that, then you click Ethernet, then you go ahead and click Properties, and we are going to select the Internet Protocol version 4. And click Properties, then use the following IP address and enter your IP address. I'm going to use this one. Your subnet mask, default gateway, and the preferred DNS server, since the server will also act as a DNS server. So I go ahead and click OK, OK again, and we just close out of all these. Okay, so we need remote desktop, so we go ahead and click disabled, check allow remote connection to this computer. We need to click OK and just refresh the server to see the update settings. So as you can see, it's enabled and we have our static IP address ready. So next to computer name, we're just going to go ahead and click that and select change. So we're going to go ahead and enter a new name. I'm just going to use server and then we click OK. Click OK again, and we're going to restart the server to apply and see these changes. So just select restart now. So we're just going to check if all the changes were made in the server manager. So we navigate again to the local server. The computer name has been updated, the remote desktop, and we now have a static IP address. So let's get rid of some of these red marks. We just click open, then we right click and start the session. Just wait a bit and then just select OK. Just refresh and they'll be gone. Okay, so now we're going to click manage. We're going to select add roles and features. I'm gonna go ahead and select next. Go ahead and next. Now we're going to select Active Directory Domain Server, select Add Features, click Next. I'm going to go ahead and select Next. We're going to go ahead and select Next. We select Restart the Destination Server. We can go ahead and just click Next. And we're going to go ahead and select Install. Once the installation is complete, click Promote this server to a domain controller. If you accidentally close it, go to Server Manager, click the notification flag to access the option, and there you have it. Okay, so you select that. So once you get to this page, we're going to add a forest and enter the domain name. In this case, I'm just going to go ahead and use shentech.local. Then we're going to go ahead and select next, and right here we're just going to set a password and confirm it here. Then we're just going to go ahead and select next. So we got a warning, so just continue. So we select next. So that's our name, so it's Shentech. Then here is just reviewing the NetBIOS name. So we go ahead again and click next. And right here we just have the summary, so you can just go ahead and read through. And we're now going to click next. Now it's doing some prerequisite check. And once everything is good, we just go ahead and select install. The server will restart automatically, and once you get here, you can see I have Shentech as administrator. Now I'm going to log in using my administrator credentials. So once Server Manager opens, you can see these new tiles here. So now we're going to navigate to Tools, Active Directory Users and Computers. Then when we expand shentech.local, we click Domain Controllers, and here we confirm that the server is listed as a domain controller. And that's it.
In the next video, we'll be creating users and groups in Active Directory and configure group policy settings.